This is the WOODBRIDGE Whirlpool Bathtub BJ100. It's a big name, but honestly, it has a big presence in my bathroom too. The shape is classic, an oval silhouette that honestly fits right into almost any modern setup without sticking out awkwardly or looking too fancy for its own good. I've had mine for over a year and wanted to talk about my honest experience. If you're someone who's looking for a bathtub that's more than just a regular tub, and if you enjoy long, relaxing soaks, this might catch your interest. Let me start with what really drew me in. From my experience, the two main features are the dual massage systems. You get both Whirlpool water jets and air bubble jets in one tub. I'll be honest, at first, I was a little nervous about how complicated it might be to operate or install, since my old tub was a basic soaking style. But I found out pretty quickly that the setup was manageable, especially if you have a bit of help moving it into place. It's pretty hefty, weighing about 127 pounds, so don't try to wrestle it around by yourself. Now, the main draw for most people is those jets. The Whirlpool jets give this strong, massaging feeling that really helps with muscle aches after a long day. The water moves around you, kind of like being in one of those spa tubs at a nice hotel. If you're wondering what air bubble jets are, they work by blowing thousands of tiny air bubbles through the water to create a gentle, all-over massaging effect. In my opinion, it's a different experience from the Whirlpool jets. Softer, almost like a fizz or tingle, so you can switch things up depending on your mood. One little thing to keep in mind, make sure that all the jets are covered with water before you turn on the system. It's important for the pump and also just helps everything work smoothly. I learned this from the manual and haven't had any issues, but I could see someone skipping that step if they're in a hurry. A feature that really makes this tub stand out, especially for anyone who loves a long soak, is the built-in inline heater. I'd recommend this for anyone who gets frustrated when the bath water cools down too quickly. The heater keeps the water consistently warm for as long as you want, and you can easily set or adjust the temperature using the LED control panel. The panel itself is straightforward, and I appreciate that it isn't loaded with confusing buttons, just the basics you actually need, like managing water temperature and switching between the different massage modes. I've had zero issues with the panel, and it always responds quickly when I tap the controls. If you're wondering whether it's difficult to keep a tub like this clean, I can say it's easier than I expected. The acrylic material is smooth and non-porous, so stains or soap scum don't really stick. I just spray down the inside with a gentle cleaner once I'm done, wipe everything with a soft cloth or sponge, and it looks like new. The stainless steel jets also don't develop mineral buildup or anything weird if you stay on top of basic cleaning. For me, that was a relief because I was worried a tub with this many features would be higher maintenance, but it genuinely isn't demanding for day-to-day care. In terms of size, it's pretty generous. The external dimensions are 59 inches long, 31.5 inches wide, and about 22.87 inches high. Once you're inside, you really notice the depth. I'm around average height and I can comfortably stretch out and relax. It's deep enough so that the water actually covers your body, not just your legs, which makes a big difference if you like to fully soak and unwind. The shape is also designed so that you have plenty of floor space inside, not too cramped, without taking up an enormous amount of room in the bathroom. One cool touch that adds a bit of atmosphere, especially during evening baths, is the underwater LED light. I was honestly surprised by how much I ended up enjoying this detail. It cycles automatically through different colors, so there's almost a spa-like feeling even at home, especially if you turn off the regular lights and just let the LED glow. It's not something you can lock on to one color with this model, but watching the colors shift is still really relaxing. I started using candles sometimes for that extra calming experience, and it feels like a luxury right in my own space. Talking about installation, it's freestanding, which in my opinion means it looks great from every angle and doesn't need to be boxed into a wall or surrounded by tiles. I did get a professional to hook up the dedicated 120-volt 30-amp line for the pump. If you're not familiar with electrical work, don't try this part yourself. Once it was set up though, it worked perfectly from day one. No leaks, no weird noises. Maintenance-wise, I do a quick rinse and occasional deep cleaning. For anyone worried about the jets getting clogged or the heater needing regular attention, I found if you use the tub as recommended and don't neglect basic care, there are no big surprises. The acrylic is stain resistant, and the jets are full draining, so water doesn't pool inside them. To be totally fair, you do need to stay on top of keeping everything in good shape, but the cleaning routine takes just a few extra minutes compared to a standard bathtub. There are a few things that might not work for every home. Even though it's called a 59-inch tub, which is on the smaller side for jacuzzi tubs, it still requires a decent amount of bathroom space. If you have a really tiny bathroom, double-check your measurements before you commit. For me, it slid right into my old tub spot with a bit of extra room. Now, after using it for more than a year, here's how I'd sum it up. The key features: the dual massage jets, built-in heater, LED mood lighting, and user-friendly control panel make baths much more than just basic washing up. I love coming home, filling it up, making sure all the jets are underwater, then just sliding in and letting the stress melt away. For anyone new to these terms, Whirlpool jets are for kneading, deep tissue kind of massage, while air bubble jets tingle and feel softer, almost playful. The heater means I'm never rushing to finish my bath before the water goes cold, and maintenance is honestly a breeze. If you're still not sure, my advice is to think about your bathroom size, how much you value a spa-like experience at home, and whether you're up for regular, minor cleaning. In my opinion, this tub is perfect for anyone who likes both strong and gentle massage options, wants consistent hot water, and enjoys having some mood lighting for those evening soaks. From my experience, even if you don't use the jets every time, just having such a deep soaking tub feels like a real treat. In conclusion, I feel really happy with my purchase. It's stylish, big enough for a great soak, and packed with features that genuinely get used, not just fancy extras. I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a serious upgrade from a basic bathtub. Thanks for listening to my quick review. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments. Thank you for watching.